Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today I want to tell you something away from Lagos. You know, I live in Lagos, so I talk a lot about Lagos, but recently I had to do something in Abuja, and gosh, don't rent a house in Abuja without watching this video. Like, see, sometimes that's why I keep telling people that before you move, you need to prepare. Don't just say, the Abuja I knew before, the Lagos, and you come back thinking things are the same. It is not, which is why I take my time to do this research. Even when these things are not directly affecting me or I run here immediately to tell you guys the update. So I didn't know it was difficult to get a house in Abuja. I didn't know that recently, that it was difficult and it's not expensive. In fact, Abuja landlords and Lagos landlords are now behaving the same. Do you know that I now went on Instagram? You know, when you search for a house, then you start seeing other videos coming up. I saw people making videos saying after 4 months of looking for a house, getting budget that is not I finally found a house. People made videos on how it was now difficult. I said, well, maybe because I wasn't like an Abuja person, so it wasn't coming to my algorithm. But man, if you're not with a whole lot of money, renting in Abuja now is so difficult and expensive. But here are a few things that you must know before renting in Abuja. I'm going to be telling you as a story time because this is something that happened to somebody that I personally, was involved in for the whole house process. So this is what happened. First of all, Abuja has, like, they do something, agency fee is more compulsory than Lagos. Lagos people don't really take agency fees serious like Abuja. So imagine when you're looking for a house, imagine seeing over 30 house and you have to pay 15k or 20k for agency fee, just times it. So imagine your budget for the house is 10 million. You've already removed at least 1 million looking for house. That is minus your own transportation, if you're going through Bolt or Uber or you're fueling your car to go there. Oh my God. So for every single agent now, I think there needs to be a lot of regulation, because what this thing now is that these agents, a lot of them are scammers. So a lot of them don't show you the exterior of the place. Imagine taking you to a house where they have not even, like, Abuja is always opening up, right? So they have not done anything about the whole area, but they don't tell you. They don't tell you the things involved because they want their agency fee. Someone even sent someone AI generated images. Yes. And when she went there, it looked nothing like what she saw there. So you have to be careful. So what I really advise when it comes to this agency thing is, like, use a trustworthy agent. If you want agent, you can contact me and I can give you like agents in Abuja so that they can help you look for a house, whether you're buying or whether you are buying or whether you want to rent. If not, you end up going through too many agents and your money will be going because you need to pay all that agent. So it's better you get a particular agent, maybe 1 or 2, 3, and work with them, give them your budget and all. Another thing is that Abuja budget-wise has really opened. So a 2-bedroom now in areas like Jahi is going for like 7 million. This is what they used to pay for 3-bedroom. Yeah. And not just that, the landlords are now asking for 2 years. So imagine you have to pay that, then you pay for 2 years. Then you pay agency because the money has increased, meaning the agency has now also increased. Now they do the bulk caution fee. So you have to be aware of that. Caution fee sometimes like 250, 500. So this will help in your budget. Think about the caution fee that you have to pay, the agency you have to pay, and some of them, like, it depends if you want an estate. They do this whole thing now where if it's an estate, you need to pay like a certain amount for diesel and stuff like that. So my point is, when you're putting your budget, if your budget is 5 million for 2-bed or for 1-bed, right? Think about this. Think about the agency. Think about the caution fee you're going to pay. Think about, most importantly, the repairs you're going to do in the house. This is the part of real estate that I don't like, because I do not understand how people do not do up their homes. Imagine renting a house to somebody that doesn't have net, and because this person is already frustrated, has gone everywhere, this person is doing up net for you. This person is the basic things that you are meant to do. I know that this thing will crash in Nigeria soon, but till now, because you cannot, you cannot rent on a house. It doesn't have burglary proof. It doesn't have net. It doesn't have glass for bathroom. Some of the houses did not even have a WC. The landlord will tell you that when you pay, they will do it. And there's one thing in Nigeria, anything they don't do before you pay, forget it. It has entered voice note. So when you're also going to do this inspection, if you're not around, please and please and please pay somebody, pay a trustworthy, or send someone, a trustworthy person, to go there and look at it, because there are so many things that you will not know. Imagine renting a house and there was no borehole in the house. They had to start the place, they saw that water did not come out, they had to dig another place. Can you imagine that when you have already paid for a house? Imagine such information. Yeah, so it's important that you go around and check out all those things, especially new buildings, because a lot of people like going for, new building, I want to go to a place where nobody has lived. If you know that nobody has lived there, be sure that you are the first to take the issues that will come there. So Abuja landlords are now doing like Lagos landlords, where they do little or nothing to this house and they just slam any amount of money there. So it's like they come together. Now, the 2-year thing, a lot of people say, oh, it's legal, it's illegal, blah, 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 blah. Now, what they do is that, I don't really know how, in terms of how legal that is, but they don't, some of them, if it's illegal, they will not make it a demand. Do you get what I mean? So they'll say 1 year, for example, they'll say 1 year is 5 million. 2 year is, they will now reduce the amount. So normally 2 years is supposed to be 10 million. They will now say 2 years, 8 million. So you are now thinking that, okay, if I pay these 2 years at once, I have saved this money. Yeah. So they are looking for people that will give them 2 years, because most of them want to use the money to either invest in their off plan or to travel. So you're going to get a lot of those offers. In fact, there was a particular house I saw that was a mess, and they said they put like the house for 5 million and said if the landlord has to do up things, 8 million. Like, can you imagine such adverts? So for them to write that kind of thing, you know that the landlord has done their estimate, that what needs to be done in that house, you probably will be bringing out an extra 5 million to redo that house. That is why he's willing to say, okay, you can pay this amount. Now, when you're doing a lot of things in houses, like I always say, please put it into contract so that they do not increase your rent, because a lot of these landlords are very mean. The moment they see that you've done up their house, they'll go and increase their rent. So if some people that have the bulk money don't even mind paying the 2 years, so that you know that, okay, for next 2 years, nobody's increasing your rent. So if you know you're doing major things, please, 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 please put that into writing. Another thing that, wow, really shocked me about houses in Abuja is that there is this new block of flats arrangement that they are building where generators are not allowed. The only thing allowed is, generators are not allowed. The only thing allowed is inverter, solar, and NEPA. So they don't want generators in that estate, because when they built the estate, they did not leave space for a generator to service everywhere. Now, people took the house. I could see the advantage and disadvantage of that. The advantage of that is, it's very simple. If you have your solar, if you have your inverter, you will not need a generator. But what that means is that, because the solar, right, the inverter, you're either charging it with your solar panels or you're charging it with electricity. So if you have the one that you're charging with electricity, that means you even need lights in order to charge it. And if you know something about the light situation in Nigeria, some areas they'll be so good. Like there's some areas you move into, they will not blink the light for 3 months. My friend said it happened to her. For a year, like they'll take the light, 2 hours is back, that they didn't need generator, nothing. Then the next year, lights became very terrible in that area. Some people even live around factories. So sometimes what happens is that those factories go and pay EKDC a good amount of money where they don't tamper with their light, because they need lights on and off, they need constant light in order to work. Then maybe when they leave or something, that's what will cause that kind of situation where the lights will now go down or the national grid falls. So if you're in that situation now and you use inverter that charges with electricity, not with solar, I feel like you will struggle, because what happens when there is no light for a week for you to even charge it? But if you're using your solar panels to charge it, Nigeria is typically hot. Actually this period has really, really been hot. The heat might as well do something by by helping you to charge. So I don't think you have issues with that. If you have money to have panels, that's good. So it's important to check this. Why? Because the agents are not telling people about this. Imagine moving to a house and you don't have money to get inverter and you're not ready for it or something, to just realize that they don't have generator there and generator is not allowed, and most times you're a remote worker. That would be very horrible. That would be horrible. Now, Solar has so many options these days. Depends on what you are really looking at. There are some people, I know a lot of single people that live alone. They are buying really small one because all they want charged is their fan. They want their rechargeable fans charged. They want their laptop charged, and they are good to go. They they don't cook in bulk. They don't really use AC except when there is light. So you have to consider: are you looking at a family house where you have kids? It's not just about you. Or if you're thinking of just you, if it's just you, obviously it's easy to navigate these things. So, but make sure you ask, because like I said, these agents do not pass this information about water situation or light until you move in there. So ask about the generator and be sure. I mean, I was in an apartment when I was trying to buy. It was a new place. We were among the first people that were moving. So for now, they were operating the same level, which is in this thing. They had the space for the generator, but they said that they haven't bought the generator yet. They are waiting for more people to pay. I wasn't willing to do that. Trust me, I wasn't willing to do that. Anything I am not seeing at that moment, I am not, interested. So yes, Abuja has really, like, rent in Abuja has really come up, and to find the house within your budget. Obviously, if you have money, there is house now. Is what can you pay? And thinking of the total package. So if you're looking at a 2-bedroom now, you're looking at spending at least like 12 million in a good area, because if you're looking at outskirts, like someone told me that it's still really not as crazy as this, but it's expensive. So always think about your general package. And then if you are looking to buy as well, maybe you're in the diaspora and you have money to buy, obviously buying is always your best option. I will recommend that you also key into these estates that do the whole no generator thing, because if you have your money to put up your panels, you're fine. Like, you're absolutely fine with be alternating it with NEPA light is fine. So like I said, you can send me a message, you can send me a DM on Instagram, or you can send me an email. If you're looking to move to Abuja and you need reliable agents that can help you buy, or can help you find houses to buy, or help you find houses to rent, I will be more than willing to render that service. Because, man, what we saw during this house thing is not something I want people to go through. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's about it. Check out again for security. Like I said, area. Tell them to send you pictures of the area around it. Some of them are not yet developed, so they'll just be like a really nice house. It's okay if you're looking to buy it and maybe move there 6 years later. Development is fast, but you need to be sure. Ask about people in the place. You cannot be alone and you live in a flat where people have not even moved into. That's typically not safe. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, I mean, the good thing is that Abuja traffic is still nothing compared to Lagos traffic. So think about like the place for your school. If your kids are in school, think about areas so that you're not constantly, on the express, things like that. Those are decisions that you need to make before finding your right location. Yeah, I don't think that, because it's Lagos. Lagos is a bit crazy. Like, you cannot live in Festac and be going to school in Aja. Abuja, why that can be more feasible, because their traffic is not crazy, but the population is getting high. I feel like the traffic there is now really building more than before. So you also want to make sure that you're not driving too far for school runs, or whatever it is that or work, or whatever it is that your daily activity really entails. Anyways, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to know anything about real estate, there's a whole playlist. I'm going to keep updating it now beyond Lagos, because I really liked knowing much about Abuja. It gave me the whole insight on Lagos, so I think I should do one on Calabar as well, just so that you guys have options, because Nigeria is really beyond moving to Lagos. I know a lot of us live in Lagos, so we say Lagos, but no, we have like 36 states that offer 36 different things, to be honest, when it comes to look and feel. There are some places, like if you tell someone now that you're paying 15 million naira rent in Enugu, they'll scream and be like, no, why not use that for off plan and be buying gradually. But in Lagos, that's people's everyday reality. Anyway, my name still remains Serah Donald. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thanks, and stay blessed.